Why do you keep calling this the Chinese virus? There are reports of dozens of incidents of bias against Chinese Americans in this country. Your own aide, Secretary Azar, says he does not use this term. He says ethnicity does not cause the virus. Why do you keep using this? A lot of people say it's racist.
It's not racist at all. No, not at all. It comes from China. That's why. Comes from China. I want to be accurate. Yeah, please, John, please.
There are some, at least one White House official, who used the term Kung flu, referring to the fact that this virus started in China. Is that acceptable? Is it wrong? Are you worried that having this virus be talked about as a Chinese virus, that might?
I wonder who said that. You know who said that?
I'm not sure the person's name, but would you condemn the fact?
Say the term again.
A person at the White House used the term Kung flu. My question is, do you think that's wrong? Kung flu. And do you think using the term Chinese virus, that puts Asian Americans at risk, that people might target them?
No, not at all. I think they probably would agree with it 100%. It comes from China.
No. This guy knows exactly what he's doing. Look at how he responded to the other racial slur that the second reporter pointed out there. He knows that when things are going badly for him, he can go back to old reliable racist dog whistles or just saying racist things to drum up support from his base. It's worked before, it could work for him again, because right now people are terrified of how badly he's handled this coronavirus outbreak, and it's showing in the numbers. Just 37% of Americans now say they had a good amount or a great deal of trust in what they're hearing from the president, while 60% say they had not very much or no trust at all in what he's saying. The president rates worst of all groups tested, be it public health officials, state and local leaders, or the news media. And more Americans disapprove of the president's handling of the pandemic than approve by a 49% to 44% margin. But that does not differ greatly from his overall job approval rating, which stands at 43%. But as the economy continues to tank at unprecedented levels, Trump knows that that's just going to keep going down. The economy is the greatest indicator of presidential performance. Trump has a historically bad approval rating from the American public when the economy is repeated to be, oh, it's so great and wages haven't gone up. But according to the news prognosticators, the stock market is the only thing that we should be paying attention to. But unfortunately for Trump, that's in really bad shape too. That's in really bad shape. And Trump is willing to risk basically more attacks like what we've been seeing, racist hate crime attacks because of the coronavirus, to protect his approval rating numbers. More attacks like the ones, these are just two that were in New York City, and they're happening all across the globe.
The NYPD Hate Crimes Task Force is investigating an attack in East Harlem. Police say the man in this video made anti-Asian statements when he attacked a 59-year-old man. It happened Tuesday night on Madison Avenue. Police say he kicked the victim, knocking him to the ground before taking off.
Speaking of the virus, police say it may have played a role in this attack at the Grand Street subway station on Sunday night. You can see a guy going after a woman in a face mask. Commenters on Twitter say he even called the woman diseased. The attack wasn't reported to police, but the NYPD's hate crimes unit is asking the victim to come forward.
It's just genuinely horrible, as if we needed any more horror during this time when we're all scared to death, where we're scared for our jobs, where we're scared for our families' safety, where we're scared for our own safety. We need a president, literally the last thing we need, just drumming up more racism against Asian Americans in this country. There's no bottom to that barrel. Of course, we know this, but this is just another indicator of how gross he is. And let's not pretend he's presidential during this crisis. He still only has his own approval ratings, his own personal success at the forefront of his mind, not the rest of us.